my pleasure being with you on Class Online School. Here, we teach both secondary, junior secondary and senior secondary curriculum of the Nigerian curriculum. So today I'm taking you business studies. We have a number of classes on this channel, more than 300. Feel free, navigate through, learn from our classes, learn, relearn, watch, rewatch. In our business study class today, we're going to talk about the responsibility of a consumer. We'll talk about consumers' rights, consumerism, and rights that a consumer possesses. Today, we want to talk about the responsibility of a consumer. In our class today, we'll discuss two areas, key areas. What is the responsibility of a consumer? And then we're going to list and explain consumer responsibility. What is consumer responsibility? It refers to the role a consumer plays in the way that goods or services are provided and made available to the public. It is the duties of a consumer to be aware of any change that may have been made and which may affect the performance of the product. That means that a producer, the consumer plays a vital role in the goods and services he buys. He must create awareness for himself or herself about what he buys, what she buys, what she purchases. You see, consumer plays, I said, this refers to the role a consumer plays in the way that goods or services are provided. What are the roles he plays in the way goods are provided to him or her? Then, consumers have to be aware of any changes that may occur. That means the consumer have to be on his tippy toe at all times to know the changes that are happening. How does it affect him or her? How does this affect his right to buy a particular product? That is his responsibility. He have to be aware. He have to try to put himself on the know on how things are going. So it is a responsibility on his part to be aware of his environment, the products that comes in, the services that are going to be rendered to him, what are the changes that have occurred, what are the things, new things that have been put in place. That is his responsibility. Let's now see, explain some of the consumer responsibility. What are those responsibilities that consumer owe to himself to be aware of? Let's take the second point on our objective. List and explain consumer responsibility. First, I'm going to list it. Then thereafter, I will explain it. 1. It is the responsibility of consumer to educate themselves about their own rights. Remember the rights, the 8 fundamental rights we discussed in our last class. It is their duties to get to know these rights. 2. They should read and follow instruction of usage. If you are, okay, so use and follow instruction of usage. I'm going to list it. I'm going into explanation. Be allowed to changes in price and in quality, quantity of the goods you want to buy. Be allowed. Then, the 4th one, responsibility to is a responsibility of consumer to notice any breach in the products that is being sold to him or her. Then the 5th one, it is the responsibility of consumer to check their lifestyles, their life pattern, what they shop, and what they want. Then the 6th one, it is their responsibility to come together with other consumers to form a strong influence, to form a strong bond in order to fight for their interests. This is the 6th. Educate themselves about their rights, follow instruction on usage of product, be alert to change in price, quantity, and quality. Responsibility to consumer to notice any breach in the products that they are sold to. It is the responsibility of consumers to know their lifestyle, shopping style, or the pattern in which they take their products. And it is their responsibility as consumers to come together to fight for their common interests. Now let me explain it. Educate themselves about their rights. We discussed 8 rights in the other class. Rights to be heard, rights for redress, and a lot of them. Please watch the other class we had before this one. You will see the 8 rights that a consumer have. The second one, some of these products, or most of the products we buy, come with instruction. Like Semovita, there are steps, instruction on how it is made. You buy machine, there are instruction on how you're going to use it. There are maintenance culture you have to follow. You must follow it. If you don't follow it, that means whatever happens is at your own end. The next one is be alert to changes in price, quantity, quality of product. If producers have put it out there that there is change in their price, change in their quantity of products and the rest of them, be alert to changes that they have put up these changes. This is what they have come up to. So this is what I stand to benefit. Be alert to changes. The fifth one is, it is the responsibility of consumer to check their lifestyle, their shopping pattern. What do you shop? What is your lifestyle? What product do you need? Then the last one is interest group. Consumers should come together to fight for their common rights. If there is a breach in products, the kind of product you are giving to, there is a misleading advertisement, there are dangerous substance in there, consumers should come together, put up a force, and then fight the producers. So there is need for them to come up with common interest. So this is our class for today. We have seen what consumer responsibility is. We've listed and explained them too. So go over them. Please, it's a follow-up of our previous class. If you don't watch that class, go and watch it. Thank you for being part of our class today.